When you do a demonstration, make sure you try it ahead of time. There's always that element of surprise when it doesn't work, and you want to minimize that as much as possible. So make sure you try it ahead of time. Sometimes a slight change in the apparatus may lead to a different result. You may not have exactly the same apparatus as what I show in the demonstrations. And so improvise, but make sure you try it beforehand. When you do a demonstration, don't tell the students ahead of time what to expect or what's going to happen. As you do the demonstration, be sure to explain what it is that you are doing and point out things for them to look for as the experiment is proceeding, but don't draw the conclusions right away. Also ensure that there's time for discussion, for students to kind of assimilate what it is that they see happening and try to understand what scientific principle may be at work. So give students time to think and reflect on what you're doing as well. In some cases, you'll probably also want students to write up a demonstration in their science notebook. That can be helpful for recall later on. And it can also help them to learn to write up a report. It doesn't always have to be written up as a formal science lab. It can be simply a diagram with a statement of purpose, what is observed, and what we learned from it. As you master doing demonstrations, make sure you also improvise and be able to give answers to questions, what if? And so be ready to do some additional experiments. And that's why it's important to have a range of things readily available so that you can pull something out of a box and show students, yeah, this is what, let's try it. This is what happens. And certainly go beyond what I have in this series. Read books on demonstrations and try new ones yourself. Improvise, and as you develop new ideas, share them with your colleagues so that you can learn together to improve the science curriculum and the science teaching in your school. Have fun doing science demonstrations. I hope that this series of videos will help you to see what can be done, and that it's not all as daunting as it sometimes seems to be.